My family stole my daughter's college fund to invest in my brother's career, so I gave them a birthday tribute they'll never forget. I was standing in the middle of a $1.50 a plate catered dinner for my mother's 60th birthday, watching my brother, Tyler, toast to family loyalty, and all I could think about was the $12,000 missing from my daughter's college fund. My brother has always been the gifted one. In our family, that's code for too talented to work a 9 to 5. He's a freelance photographer, which mostly means he takes pictures of his own artisanal coffee and asks my parents for rent money. I'm the practical one. I'm a nurse. I work 12-hour shifts, I wear sensible shoes, and I've been saving every extra cent for my 7-year-old daughter's future. Because I'm the stable sibling, I was the one given power of attorney over our grandmother's estate when she passed away last year. It wasn't a huge inheritance, but it was enough to ensure that my daughter, Maya, would never have to take out student loans. The conflict started when Tyler decided he needed to elevate his craft. He approached me 6 months ago, asking for a short-term bridge loan from the estate funds to buy a high-end studio setup. It's an investment in the family brand, Jess, he said, flashing that smile that usually gets him out of speeding tickets. I'll pay it back with interest before Maya even hits middle school. No, Tyler, I said. That money is in a locked trust for a reason. It's not a piggy bank for your hobbies. He didn't get angry. He just sighed, looked at me with that "you're so unimaginative" expression, and walked away. I thought that was the end of it. I'm the glue, the gatekeeper, the responsible one. I checked the accounts, saw the balance was fine, and went back to my shifts at the hospital. But then, the small things started happening. My mom started making comments about how hard Tyler was working and how unfair it was that some people had all the resources while others struggled for their art. Then came the text from Tyler, weirdly friendly, asking if he could borrow my spare key to water my plants while I was on a double shift. The first major revelation happened when I went to the bank to finalize the tax documents for the trust. The manager, a woman I've known for years, looked at me with genuine confusion. "Oh, Jessica, I thought you'd be happy the equipment loan went through," she said. "What equipment loan?" "The one Tyler brought in. He had the signed authorization form from you. He said you wanted to surprise him for his birthday." I felt the blood drain from my face. I hadn't signed anything. I asked to see the document. There it was, a near-perfect forgery of my signature on a release form. He hadn't just asked for a loan, he had stolen $12,000 from his niece's future. I didn't call the police. Not yet. I went home, my hands shaking, and waited for Tyler to call me back. He didn't. Instead, I got a call from my mother. "Jessica, don't be dramatic," she said before I could even speak. "Tyler told me you'd probably have accountant's remorse. He's already booked a gallery show. He's going to make that money back in a month." I told him it was fine to use your signature since you were so busy at the hospital. The room went cold. "You told him it was fine to forge my name, Mom?" "It's not forging if it's family," she chirped. "We're a unit. We don't gatekeep from each other. Besides, I gave him the key to your desk so he could find the account numbers. You were being so stubborn, honey. We just did what was best for everyone." My own mother had helped him rob my daughter. They hadn't just bypassed me, they had decided my stability made me a target, not a person. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I sat on my floor and realized that being the responsible one meant I was the only person in the room with a leash on. If I wanted to win, I had to let go of the leash. For the next month, I played the part. I went to the birthday planning meetings. I helped my mom pick the expensive venue. I let Tyler show me his new Phase 1 camera system, which cost more than my car. "Isn't it incredible?" he boasted. "The clarity is insane. I'm doing a special tribute slideshow for Mom's big night. It's going to be the centerpiece of the evening. I can't wait to see it," I told him. And I meant it. I did some digging of my own. I didn't just look at the bank accounts, I looked at Tyler's gallery show bookings. It turned out the gallery was just a coffee shop owned by one of his friends, and the investors he talked about were just more of my mom's social circle. He hadn't sold a single print. He was spending the loan on expensive dinners and a new wardrobe to look the part of a successful artist. The mundane details were the hardest to stomach. Watching him buy a $200 bottle of wine for the table while I was calculating how many overtime shifts I'd need to work to replace Maya's college fund. Seeing him forget his wallet at lunch and watching my mom wink at me, expecting me to cover it because "you make such good money, Jess." The night of the 60th birthday party was perfect. The ballroom was filled with my mother's friends, the elite of our small town. Tyler was the man of the hour, wearing a tailored suit bought with Maya's tuition money. And now, Tyler said, stepping up to the microphone, a tribute to the woman who taught me that dreams are worth chasing. Mom, this is for you. The lights dimmed. The projector hummed to life. But Tyler hadn't realized that I'm the one who handles the tech in the family. He'd left his laptop in the coat room while he was busy networking. It only took me 3 minutes to swap his tribute file for mine. The first slide wasn't a picture of my mom. It was a high-resolution scan of the forged authorization form with my signature and Tyler's handwriting next to it. The second slide was a screenshot of the bank statement showing the $12,000 withdrawal. The third slide was a series of text messages between Tyler and my mom, where he joked about how easy it was to get into Jess's desk and how I was too boring to notice the money was gone. The room went silent. You could hear the catering staff stop moving in the back. My mother's face turned a shade of purple I've never seen before. Tyler scrambled toward the laptop, but I was already standing by the screen. I'm the practical one, remember? I said into the silence. My voice didn't shake. The practical thing to do when someone steals from a child is to make sure they can never do it again. I looked at my mother's friends, the people she spent her whole life trying to impress. My brother didn't buy this camera to elevate his craft. He stole it from his 7-year-old niece. And my mother helped him do it. I turned to Tyler, who was white as a sheet. The police are waiting in the lobby. I filed the report this morning. Since you love family loyalty so much, I figured you'd love to tell the officers all about it. It's been 3 days. Tyler was arrested for identity theft and grand larceny. My mother is hysterical, telling everyone I've destroyed the family over a little bit of money. She's been blocked by half her friends, and the elite social circle she loved has turned its back on her. The $12,000 is gone. Tyler spent most of it on non-returnable gear and lifestyle expenses. I'll likely never see a cent of it back. My mom is threatening to write me out of her will, which is fine, because at this rate, there won't be anything left anyway. But here's the thing, Maya is happy. She doesn't know why we aren't seeing Grandma or Uncle Tyler right now. She just knows that her mom is home more often because I stopped picking up the extra shifts to cover for people who didn't care about us. I'm sitting in my living room, looking at Maya's drawing of a house. I realized that being the glue wasn't a compliment. It was a role they assigned me so they could break things and expect me to hold the pieces. I'm not the glue anymore. I'm just a mom. And it turns out, I'm a lot better at that when I'm not busy being everyone else's safety net. Was I the asshole for calling the police and humiliating them in front of everyone, or was it the only way to stop the cycle?